Have you ever noticed that you keep repeating the same patterns even when you promise yourself that this time will be different? That certain people trigger a disproportionate irritation in you without a clear reason. What if I told you that most of your choices are not fully conscious? Maybe it's not bad luck nor destiny, but your unconscious acting behind the scenes. Today you'll understand how the unconscious shapes your life and what Carl Jung reveals about the deep connection between psychology and spirituality. For Carl Jung, the unconscious is not something negative or dangerous. It is a messenger of the soul. Much of our lives is guided by contents we are not consciously aware of. Repressed emotions, forgotten memories, symbolic images. And Jung went beyond traditional psychology. He saw the unconscious as a bridge between the human mind and the spiritual dimension of existence. Jung divided the unconscious into two layers. Here lie forgotten experiences, repressed emotions, and everything we avoid facing. For example, you react with excessive anger to something small. The present situation is only the trigger. The source of the emotion comes from something old that was never resolved. Even deeper, there is the collective unconscious, shared by all of humanity. It contains the archetypes, universal patterns such as the hero, the shadow, the mother, and the sage. That's why certain stories, films, or myths move you so deeply. They awaken something that already lives within you. The shadow is everything we reject within ourselves, yet it remains alive in the unconscious. What bothers you most in others often reveals parts of yourself that you do not accept. Judging someone as arrogant, fear of acknowledging your own strength, criticizing another person's freedom, repression of your own desires. For Jung, there is no true spirituality without confronting one's own shadow. What you do not integrate ends up controlling you. Jung believed that spirituality does not arise from dogma, but from direct experience with the unconscious. Dreams, symbols, and synchronicities are forms of this communication. Meaningful coincidences, not causal, but symbolic. You think intensely about someone, and that person reaches out. You search for answers and find exactly the message you needed. For Jung, this is not chance. It is the unconscious dialoguing with life. If the unconscious shapes your life, self-knowledge gives you back the steering wheel. Write down your dreams and observe recurring symbols. Identify emotional patterns that repeat. Observe projections, what deeply affects you in others. Spirituality is not escaping from life. It is diving into it with awareness. What you do not make conscious governs your life, and you call it destiny. When you begin to listen to the unconscious, your life stops being an accident and becomes a path. If this video resonated with you, like it so, this message can reach more people. Subscribe to the channel to continue this journey through the unconscious and spirituality, and share it with that person who, like you, might need to watch this video right now. Tell me in the comments, what pattern do you notice repeating in your life?